Hi everyone, it's Sandra. Welcome to my video today. So we are going to talk about what's been selling on my eBay page for the past 2 weeks or so. I have been going through old stock like crazy. I have several totes full of stuff that I have to get to. So that's what I've been spending this past week doing, really going through things, making some tough decisions, giving a lot away, throwing a lot away, and donating a lot of stuff too. Thank you so much for coming, everybody. Hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment below, and let's just get right to it. First up, I have the solid 14 karat gold pendant that says someone special. This was in very, very nice condition. The necklace part was not solid gold. I think it was only gold plated. I bought this years and years ago. I forgot I had it. It's probably been up for 6 months or so, and I was finally able to sell it for $28. So really glad about that. Didn't pay a lot for it. I'm the original owner of this Tudors box set. I love studying the Tudors and King Henry VIII in particular. So I'm a big old history geek, and my husband is too. So I had actually seen this before. I've seen all three of these shows before, but I did buy it, I think in Costco. Maybe we picked it up in Best Buy years ago. Now you can just stream it. So there's just no need for me to have it. I never even opened it. So took that off the shelf and sold that one for 25, just trying to clear up space. Same with this Rita Hayworth film collection. I have no idea why that stock photo isn't showing. I think it should be showing, but anyway, I think I bought this one in Costco too, and I sold this one for $16.99, new and sealed. So about 6 months ago, I was in a thrift store, and the lady who worked in the thrift store brought in her vintage doll collection to sell, and she said I could have the whole box of them for $20. So yeah, I was thinking I was going to have time, go through them all one by one, sell them all one by one, make a big profit, but I just can't be bothered with them anymore. So I took out the two that were the best, that looked the best to me, and here was the first one. So I got all my money back. Now I have another one up for bid, and then the rest of them, I'm just going to put in an auction that I like to sell stuff in, and I'll probably get 50 bucks or 75 bucks for them, and that's fine. Just need the room, you know? So this is a celluloid doll. It looks German to me. He's in such beautiful condition. Let me move myself. Yeah, look at that face. That may be human hair. I'm not sure. But he was really beautiful. Beautiful condition. Nothing was broken, nothing was damaged at all. He is such a cute little guy, and I'm really, really happy that I sold him and that I'm getting rid of the rest of those dolls. There's something about coming up in the new year that really like motivates me to just sort of start the year with a clean slate and try to get rid of as much of the big items as I possibly can. So, yeah, I'm working on it. I bought these this year. I can't remember where I was when I got these, but these were just like mint. I've never seen anything like this be in such great, great condition. So that red paint on their dresses right there, that's something called cold painted. There is a firing process that would have to happen twice. And because that's cost prohibitive, they would just paint it after it's glazed. So often that red paint chips off on these old Christmas ceramic items. But that was not the case here. These were like just brand new, really, by Lefton. So I had started these much, much higher, and I kept just lowering them. And I'm really happy to say that I got $35 for them, and they're just adorable. I'm really happy they're going to a new home. They're really cute little girls, right? I think this is the last of my Three's Company DVDs. I made a bunch of money on them. I paid $1 for this. I think I had it up much higher for a really long time, and I just decided to lower the price the other day to $20, and it sold within a couple of hours. So really happy with that. This one was season 3. Of course, the later seasons were more valuable, and I got more money for those, but really happy with the profit that I got on these DVDs. Here's an item I bought over the summer. I was thinking about keeping it. I think I paid $2 for this. This was another item where the discs seemed unplayed. They were really mint or near mint. So, yeah, paid $1 or two, sold it for 20. Here's another DVD set that was mine originally. I kept the shrink wrap on it, but I did watch all 4 of those. I mean, I've seen them before, but who doesn't love Bogey and Bacall, right? So a lot of fun for somebody. And I just want to point out in some of these DVDs, let me see if I can zoom in on it. Hold on. So what I was going to say is sometimes what people are after, because you can stream these movies for sure. But there's some extras, and that's really what people are after. There's some making ofs here, the Big Sleep version, comparisons to Have and Have Not radio show, vintage cartoons. Often also there are commentaries. I love listening to the commentaries. Sometimes they'll have the film director on, or somebody who was a co-star in one of the films, just talk about each scene and what was said and what the discussion was or what the writing was. And it's sort of interesting for people who really want to go in depth on old movies. That's why some of these old DVDs, or DVDs of old shows or old movies, I should say, have some value, even though you can stream them online. So years ago, I probably paid 20 or 25 for this, and I sold it for $14.99, which is fine because, I watched them and I already got my enjoyment out of them anyhow. Here was a lovely, lovely Joan Rivers necklace. I love Joan Rivers stuff. I love Joan Rivers, and I really miss Joan Rivers. So this is one of her eggs. She was sort of famous for making egg jewelry, like sort of Fabergé-ish. And this was just lovely. Look at all those rhinestones, beautiful gold tone, beautiful chain. And when you opened it up, there's a little bumblebee inside. She was also known for her bumblebee jewelry. So I think this was just a really adorable thing. I don't know. I just liked it. I found this at a yard sale. I think I paid maybe $1 or $2 for this. And I was so happy when I opened it up and I saw that little bug inside. Very cute. Sold this one for $38.99. Ah, these beautiful Christmas ornaments. I just bought these in a thrift store. I think I may have paid $3 for them, but they were just so fancy looking, and I did comp them out. Sometimes I don't feel comfortable comping them out, but I was able to take a look at these before I bought them. And so the name brand is Royal Albert. This set right here matches a dish set. It's called Rose Confetti. And they're really beautiful. If you can imagine having this set on your dining room table, having this in your home, having the tea set, having all the pieces, and then also having these 3 ornaments. I mean, it's just an awesome thing. Yeah, so I only paid a couple bucks for them, sold them for $59.99. Fantastic profit on these. They're really, really pretty too. Here's a whole set of Beatles albums that were released on Parlophone, and they're from 1988. It came in this kind of cool, like, roll top case. I'll show that to you. Yeah, that's what it looked like. Like, a lot of these go for a lot more money than $125, but there was some sort of shelfware on the case, which, wasn't great. The discs, though, were really, really beautiful. They were near mint. But, the cabinet's really cool. And then there's supposed to be a booklet in here, which wasn't here. So, I mean, I got it at a yard sale. So what can I say? I think I paid 10 for this and I sold it for $125. This is a very interesting item. I didn't pay much for it. This was something that I bought in a junk store and I lotted up a bunch of stuff. And this was one of the items. Let me get a close up for you because it's really quite amazing, I think. So what was so great about this print is the fact that it came in its original envelope from the Hartford Courant, and it comes with this little card right here, and it is signed by him right there in pencil. But this came out when Jackie Gleason died, and I think this is just a very, very touching cartoon. It's from 1987. Isn't that really, I don't know, just very moving, I think. Didn't pay much for it, sold it for $19.99. I just recently said I'm going to try to stay away from blank media because shipping rates are so much, but not these. These are just little tiny light things. These are still sealed. The beauty of this is it's legacy technology. I don't think they're probably making these anymore. These are just tiny little discs to put in a Sony Handycam. And I think I paid $2 for all these and I sold them for $25. Look at this beautiful 1930s item. I just love her. I had bought this 2 summers ago. This has been up for a really long time. I think I might have taken it down a few times too. But isn't she nice? Whoa. Look how elegant she is. I just love the dress. I love the way she's holding the dress. I think this is beautiful. It's by a company called Hinaud. I don't really kind of do vintage porcelain and old things like this because I don't really know much about them. But I think this was $1 or something, and I just thought it was really, really pretty. So I sold this one for $24.99. Very happy with that. I just love this item. I wish I had room for it. I would have kept it. This Anne Klein set was absolutely magnificent. Really, really well made. Look at how thick that necklace is. This was in gorgeous, gorgeous condition. And it also came with that matching bracelet. So what a great set this is. This is real, real statement-y. Beautiful, beautiful collar necklace. Nice and thick, very heavy. in perfect condition. I think I paid $2 or $3 for the set in a thrift store, and I sold it for 50. I buy pins by Lucinda when I see them if they're inexpensive. This one was, I think this was $1 in a thrift store, and I've never seen a Christmas one before. That's all. I just thought it was really adorable. So paid $1 and I sold this one for 18. Isn't that so cute? Look at the angel in the sky. Cute little item. Good profit too. So I sold this item twice before for $150, and luckily I had two non-paying bidders. I was talking about this on my last video, and I was thinking to myself, wow, 4.5 grams, and I sold it for $150, which just is about melt. And this was really a beautiful tri-colored gold bracelet. I found this in a thrift store. I think I paid $2 for this. Maybe it was $3. So, of course, I can't see where things say 14 karat gold with, with my eyes anymore. I used to be able to when I was young. I could like read the inside of a ring and stuff. I can't do that anymore. So, when I'm out in the wild, I look for other things like quality. And what attracted me to this was that the chain part of the bracelet part, not the rose part, but the other part. And also that catch, and it was clearly marked 14 karat. Yeah, I guess I didn't get a very good picture of it, but anyway, it was, and I resold it, thank goodness, for $199.99. So that's a little bit more like it, right? This is a sweet little item. My mother actually found this one at a yard sale, so I got to remember to give her the money for this. This is a Carolyn Pollock Kachina Warrior pendant. This had a nice size. It had some nice weight. Take a look at what the mark looks like. There it is. See that sort of sliver moon with the R for Relios? So you know then that it's Carolyn Pollock. This was in really nice shape. I think that's all like reconstituted turquoise and coral and stuff. Really a cool item. So I don't know what my mother paid for it. I would be surprised if she paid more than $1 or $2, and it sold for $39.99. Here's a couple of stamped cross-stitch kits that I had laying around for a long time. I found these when I was going through my bins. This is by a company called Hirschner's, and that is a pretty easy sell. You can see there's like candles. I think that those were placemats, if I'm not mistaken. And this poinsettia one was a table runner. Sorry, you probably aren't getting a very good idea. Yeah, that's better. Really pretty. That table runner had lace on it, but that's what the back looks like. So I think I paid $1 each for these, and I just sold them cheap. I probably sold them too cheap. I sold them right away too. But anyway, sold them for $14.99. No complaints. I sold another one of my 1970s keychains. Didn't pay much for it, and I sold this one for 10. They're just sort of all selling for 10, and I have several dozen of them still. So nice, easy sales. I just have to take the picture once, and then because I have multiples of each. So kind of a cool little zodiac keychain. Me personally, I would take the keychain off and just wear that as a pendant, but that's just me. Kind of looks like stained glass, just plastic though. I'm really happy to be selling these. They're really cute items. Look at these beautiful earrings. I don't know if I ever showed these to you in a haul or not. I did just recently get these, and I didn't pay a lot of money for them. They're solid 14 karat gold. I sold them for $175. They were in beautiful condition. The backs were also 14 karat gold. Take a look at it here. Yeah, nice weight on these. Almost 2 grams of gold. They had some nice size. Wow, really super beautiful Italian gold diamond cut earrings. So I sold these for $175. I probably paid about $1 or $2 for them. I have been finding a lot of gold lately. That doesn't always happen. I'm just like on this sort of weird jag, and it's just this lucky streak. So I'm sure it's going to end at any moment, believe me. But yeah, I did find these too. So really, really happy with that profit. Here's a great tip for you. Sometimes these needlepoint kits that are Christmas stockings sell very, very well. Last year I was in a thrift store and they had like a whole bag full of them, and I think they sold them to me for $20, and I made $1,000 on them because some of them were selling for over $100. I think I sold one for $250. Anyway, I've had this one for a while, and even though it says Rebecca on it, of course, they have every letter of the alphabet in there. You can put any name you want on it. Oh, here, that's a better way to look at it. Isn't that cute? A little dog coming out of a gift. And the grandfather clock. Very cute. Now, this was opened, so that did hurt the price a little bit. But I'm really happy to say that I got $69.99 for it. I'm sure I didn't pay more than $1 for it. So really great profit. This was a yard sale find that I came very, very close to keeping. I actually had kept it, and then I said to myself, it's taking up a lot of space. Do I really need this? I have so many CDs. My husband has so many CDs. But this was an outstanding CD set. The CDs were like new. There are actually 8 CDs in there because each one of these, there's 2. It's only showing 1, but there's 1 underneath too. Anyway, look at that. Hours and hours of fabulous, fabulous music. Some really, really great vintage rhythm and blues here. So anyway, I think I paid, maybe I paid $2 or $3 for this at a yard sale, and I sold it for $44.99. I was so excited when I found this item. I paid $2 for this at a yard sale. It was sort of funny because I was at this yard sale and they had some kind of cool stuff and some cool vintage electronic stuff. So I had said to her, boy, do you have any more electronics? And in her hand, she actually had this. She was just coming out of the garage to put this on the table in the yard. This is a magnificent Magnavox radio and record player. Look at that little handle. So think about this. You could take this to your friend's house. You could take this on a picnic. You could take this to the beach. Very, very cool item. I was so upset when I got it home and I realized it doesn't work, which is shocking because this lady had really nice stuff and everything was super clean. Like, look at that battery compartment. It's just clean as a whistle. Anyway, it didn't work. So I just hung on to it and kind of, I don't know. It was in one of the bins because I didn't know what to do. And then I just said, let me just sell it for parts. I mean, I don't know how to fix it. So why am I keeping it? So I just did a buy it now, put it up, sold it right away for $34.99. So I hope somebody can fix it or use it for parts or, get some sort of use out of it because it's a very, very cool vintage item. Here's another set that was mine. Controversial classics. There's some very sort of important films, I guess, on this, you would say. I watched all of these. I think I had seen them all before anyway. But one thing I noticed, I don't know, as I've gotten older, I look through my DVDs, a lot of my film noir that I used to love watching with my father, and a lot of these old movies, some of them are downers, they're bummers. And so I don't know. I didn't want these anymore for that reason. I had sold all my film noir last year, and I'm sure I lost money on this. I probably paid $35 or $40 for it in Best Buy, but I did get my enjoyment out of it with my dad. And so, yeah, time to get rid of it. Anyway, sold it for $19.99. It was in beautiful condition because we had only watched the discs once. I just bought this one in a thrift store. I don't really know about Pokemon, but I'd never seen this before, Battle Dimension, and it was a 7 DVD set. It was in really beautiful condition. Sometimes when you see discs like this or, DVDs like this, and they're kind of for children or for, younger guys, sometimes I don't take great care of them, I've noticed, but these were really very, very clean. And I got a message from somebody who said, can you just play one and make sure it's not in Japanese? So I did, I did do that, and it was in English. So I wrote him back and he bought it right away. Anyway, I think I paid $1 for it, sold it for $23.99. Not bad, right? I bought these over the summer. I actually did a haul video because I went to such an amazing yard sale. And this lady had a lot of antiques, like a whole table full of antiques. And I was one of the first people there. Now, she went out of her way to tell me that there was no sterling silver and she had so much flatware. And of course, I just only picked out a couple of things from the flatware. And when I got home, I noticed this is actually sterling silver. So she was incorrect about that. And then I was sorry, that I left everything else there. But anyway, she gave me such great prices and I got my money back already. So everything I have is pure profit. What hurt the value on this? I'll tell you, first of all, I had some nice weight, right? 23 grams of sterling. It's very nice. It was in beautiful condition, but it was monogrammed. So not great. People really want them to not have a monogram. My understanding is that you can take that off somehow, but I think you have to have really extensive tools for that. Anyway, not complaining. I paid $1 and sold it for $24.99, so you can't beat that. That junk store that I really like to go to had 3 or 4 Jonathan Edwards CDs in a little stack. 2 of them were sealed. I think I got $40 or $50 or $60 for at least one of them. So I think this one might be out of print. Sometimes you can't stream these. Anyway, Lucky Day by Jonathan Edwards sold this one for $10. I know I showed this in a haul video because I wound it up just to see if it worked. This was really a very fun little item. You wind up this tin toy and she just goes berserk. She spins around and her head goes back and forth. It worked great. I'll show you what the bottom looks like. Just a very cool Russian item. Anyway, not a ton of money, but I think I paid $1 and sold it for $11.99. Easy to ship, light, really cute item. I just bought this item in a thrift store. I paid $5 for this. This was new in the box. I probably have this priced a little bit light. It's sold right away for $40. This is really cool. People do collect nutcrackers. I'm sure everybody knows that. But take a look at this. This is what Jim Shore stuff looks like. It's made of wood and it just, I don't know, there's cool colors. There's something very interesting about it, I think. And it was new, but let me just see if I can get more of a close up. Yeah, you see that? Really, really nicely done. I just love it, the swirly sort of mod look that these have. Anyway, kind of cool, right? So paid $5, sold this one for $39.99. Here's another one of my 1970s things. This was a Sagittarius. Look at that cool thing. Look at the arrows. It was originally $3. Really cute, right? Anyway, sold that one for $10. Still have many, many more to sell. I had this stack of old greeting cards for a long time. These are fantastic Christmas cards. This is a thing, people like to buy these, I think, because they like to send them out. They didn't have their envelopes. And one thing I was trying to capture on these is the fact that, let's see, I probably didn't do a very good job of it. You can kind of see it there. Yeah, it's like raised up. You kind of can't really see it. I guess I didn't do a very good job taking pictures. But they were pretty cool, this whole set. And anyway, I had 17 of them, envelopes not included, and sold them for $35. I didn't pay much for them. I don't remember what, but probably $1. I got these a couple of weeks ago. I had other ones, the Nativity Candles, that I sold right away for $50, I think. I was hoping to get $80 for this lot, but I got a best offer of $50 and I took it. And these are kind of cool. These are, I guess, 1950s or 1960s candles. Let me try to get you a better thing. Yeah, it just looks better when I do that instead of trying to hover it behind my face. Anyway, look at that church. Everything was in really beautiful condition. There might have been one or two that were broken. I just threw them away. Look at the choir. How cute. These were really little. Yeah, I like that baby in the sliver moon. Adorable. Anyway, look how little they are, 3 inches. So really happy. I think I paid $1 for that whole lot, and then I had paid $1 for the nativity set too. So I sold them for $50. What's wrong with that? Pretty good. I bought this item at an auction. So I paid $30 for 3 Tiffany sterling silver pieces. The other 2 pieces I really wasn't interested in. I was after this necklace. I had never seen this acorn necklace. Probably you have, but I never have. And I thought it was unusual and I thought it was beautiful. So I paid $30 in the auction for the 3 things. So with buyer's premium and taxes, I'm probably into this for $40. But I do still have those other Tiffany's pieces. Also, this item is the item that I was after. I knew I was going to be able to make money on it, and I was. Sold this one for $150. Here's a DVD that I paid $3 for in a flea market. This one is Mystery Science Theater 3000. Who doesn't love this show? This is just awesome, right? All the people just goofing on old films. It's just really fun. Look at all those great movies. And by great, I mean awful, of course. Anyway, I really enjoy these DVDs. So I figured when I bought them, I bought 2 box sets of them for $3 each. And I figured if they didn't sell, I would just watch them. But put this one up for $30, got it right away. I got these opera glasses at that sale that I was just talking about where the lady had a lot of antiques. And I think she charged me $120 for everything. And I already made my money back. And I have a PS4 with accessories and games that I'm going to throw up on Facebook Marketplace that I think I'm going to be able to get a couple $100s for. Anyway, I'm really, really in the money on this sale is what I'm trying to say. So what I really liked about these opera glasses especially is the fact that they have bugs on them. I've never seen such a thing. Yeah, look, how cute is that? Really beautiful. I'm thinking these are probably from the 1900s or maybe the 1910s. They might be as new as the 20s. I kind of don't think so though. But the beauty of this is this handle. So this handle is solid silver and it is outstanding. I don't know if it originally came with these opera glasses. I mean, who could say that, right? But they are clearly signed. But take a look at that handle. What? 38 grams of silver. What a beautiful, beautiful thing. Isn't that cool? Oh, and it also included this purple velvet bag, which wasn't in great condition, but I just put I kept it all together because that's probably the way it's been. And you may notice this fabulous tarnish on this handle. Isn't that great? I never polish silver when I sell it. Never. That's up to the owner if they want. A lot of people like this because it proves its age. It took decades for all that to get on there. So I wouldn't just dip it or wipe it off. That's just me. That's my preference. Anyway, I had a lot of watchers on this, and I did an auction because I figured, well, if I get 200, I can live with it. I think I'll probably get a lot more. And it turns out, even though I had all those watchers, I only had one bid. So I'm still really, really happy. Sold this for $200. Really interesting and beautiful item. I got this ring as part of a pretty large QVC collection. I had a lot of J. King jewelry, a lot of turquoise, a lot of sterling that I had picked out. And this is a beautiful, beautiful ring. Now, I finally did recoup. So this one is pure profit. I sold it for 50, as you can see. So I love Camrose cross stuff. And one of my viewers told me that they didn't use precious metals, which is interesting. So this isn't silver or gold plated, probably even. But look how beautiful this is. Wow. What a pretty, pretty item. So this ring was made by Camrose Cross, and this is a reproduction of a ring that Jackie Kennedy wore. It really did look real. I mean, if you wore that, there's no way somebody would know that's not a real aquamarine and real diamonds. Very, very high quality, beautiful item. It was new in its box with its COA. So happy with that price too. Really pretty ring. As a general rule, I try to stay away from shoes and clothing because I just have the worst luck with them. I don't know why that is. And I also don't like selling them either. But I thought this one was really adorable. This one's probably from the 1990s. It has its Kmart thing right there. Kind of cute, right? A little cat with a bow. Anyway, probably paid 25 cents or 50 cents for this, something like that, and sold it for 15. This was a mistake. I went to a thrift store and they had 3 of these. I mean, different ones. I think I have another one up for bid right now, but they had 3 boxes of these UNESCO Foundations things, and they were designed by somebody called Karen Hahn, and they're from 2008, and just beautiful nativity. I thought when I looked them up on my phone, I thought that they were selling for a lot of money. Anyway, I paid $20 for all 3 boxes. I got them home. One of the boxes had a broken piece in it, and yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I know I comped it out as when I was standing there, and it looked good. So it ended up not being good, but I got my money back. So that's the important thing. I didn't lose money, but I would not buy these again, ever. Here's another one of my items, the Best Picture Oscar collection. I didn't take a picture of the front of some of these because it was showing the stock photo on eBay. I don't know why that is down. Maybe because this one was used, but that other one wasn't. Anyway, some really awesome movies, as you can see here. Watched all of them. Sold them for $19.99. I just bought these a couple of weeks ago. I got 2 boxes of Legos, and they both had a little bit of damage on the box. Can you see there's like a little bit of a paper pull right there on the blue dinosaur? This was new and sealed, but because of that, I think it hurt the price a little bit. But paid 3, sold it for 25, and I'm trying to get 25 for the other one that I have too. This came from the woman with the opera glasses. I bought 2 digital cameras from her. This worked perfectly. It did have some photographs of somebody's on that disc, so I erased them. And I sold this for $25. So happy with that price too. How cute are these little ornaments? They're like an inch long each. They had these bushy beards. I just think they're adorable. Look at that. I bought these for $1 in a thrift store. I almost kept them from my tree, but I let them go. So paid $1, sold them for $14.99. Here's an item I've had forever. I bought this one in a Savers. I think I might have paid $2.99 for this. I love buying sheets and pillowcases. Those are really good sellers. And I will also sell old drapes if I find the old, cool, mid-century modern bark cloth ones, which I have sold in the past. Those are hard to find, though. Yeah, paid 2 or 3, maybe even $3.99 for this, but this was a beautiful Ralph Lauren pillowcase. Very, very clean, very white, very well taken care of, and I sold it for $25. I got this item at a yard sale and I picked it up and I was interested in it. And the lady was sort of watching me go through everything and I put it down and she was just sort of looking at me. I said, no, well, this one has some damage on it and I really don't want it. And she said, please just take it. So I didn't pay anything for this. I really hate buying damaged items and that's why I put it back. But this is by kind of an important jewelry designer named Hattie Carnegie. She was very influential. She also designed clothes and all kinds of stuff. But that's a big problem. You see how there's some paint missing on that pearl? Hopefully somebody's going to do something with it. Maybe scrape all that off or maybe wear it as is. It also has verdigris on it, which I'm very sure to point out. You can see that I said right in the condition I put center full pearl has wear and there is verdigris. So that verdigris is contagious. It's like green sort of mildewy, moldy stuff that grows on metal sometimes. And that will just spread and spread and it will even spread into your other pieces. So it's important to handle that when you get it. I didn't want to do it because of those pearls and everything else. Anyway, just sold it as is. This is a big long story. Just sold it as is. Didn't pay anything for it. Sold it for $12. How about this adorable Poodle Tea Towel? How much do you love this? This was actually new. Just sweet as can be. Look at that. Look at the basket and the flowers. A boy poodle and a girl poodle, I guess. But there's its little tag. The name brand was Lamont. I think I got this at a yard sale a while ago. This is another item that I kind of pulled out that I've been hanging on to for no apparent reason. And anyway, I'm sure I paid $1 at most for this, and I sold it for $29.99. I got this nutcracker from the same thrift store where I bought the Jim Shore nutcracker. So this one, this name brand is the one that I'm always looking out for. This is a Steinbach. Very cool item. You see, he has some weird paint loss on his eyes, and that really killed the price of this. I paid $3 for it, though, and I sold it for $35, so that's completely fine. But that's what the mark looks like. Made in Germany, very, very high quality nutcrackers. I love finding these, and even though it had that little damage around the eyes, I was still able to get $35 for it. I picked up this set in a thrift store. This was $5. Now, I had never heard of this name brand. I don't know what Acqua di Parma is, but I thought that the box looked very high quality, and that's what made me kind of comp it out as I was standing there. And I saw that, you know, it might sell for something, which I did. It sold for $60. Now, there's a candle in here, and this is something that's really desirable when you get this very wonderful perfume that's yummy, and then you have the candle, and you can just make your whole room smell like it. I used to be a big fan of the candles that they used to sell at Banana Republic, which they don't have anymore. So anyway, that was a good buy. Paid $5, sold it for $60. These two DVDs are a recent thrift store find. These were both terrible buys. I have no idea what on earth I was thinking with these. So my general rule when it comes to DVDs, cassette tapes, 8-tracks, records, anything media related is if it's really common, it's probably not worth money. There are exceptions, but that's just, I know I'm painting with broad strokes, but I think I paid $3 each for these. Why would I do that? Anyway, they're both new and sealed, and I'm lucky that I even got $9 for them. So yeah, I don't know why I did that. I knew better. Something else I don't really have a lot of great luck with are plushes. In fact, I just went through some old inventory, things that I've had up for months and months and months, and I threw them all out. That's how I felt about those. So this one seemed, when I looked it up, Folk Manus, Snowy Spotted Owl. Oh, did I put Spotted Owly? Oh, maybe that's why I didn't sell it. Oops, I have a big old typo right there. Anyhow, you can see too, what a lousy photograph. Wow, that looks all yellowed off, and it wasn't. It was a nice bright white. All right, look, this is all my fault. Anyway, paid $2 for it, sold it for $10. My girl, Iris Apfel, who doesn't love her? So her thing, of course, is wearing really outrageous jewelry, really bright colored. It's very, very confident. Look at those links. Whoa, this is plastic. Love this. I would love to meet the person who bought this. It's my type of girl right there. Fantastic item. I don't know what I paid for this. I think I got this in a thrift store with a lot of other jewelry. I think I actually got this with that Anne Klein set that I was showing earlier. I don't know what I paid for this. Maybe $3, something like that. Sold it for $39.99. So that was really a great sale. Very, very cool item. Here's another stamped cross-stitch kit. So I love to buy these, especially because this is a big old tablecloth, 59 by 90. Wow, very cool. And of course, the picture shows black, but you could make this any color you want, obviously. But it didn't come with the thread. It was just the tablecloth. Oh, Fortunov's. Wow. It was a blast from the past. Paragon is a good name brand to look out for. I have pretty good luck with Paragon. So I think I paid $2 for this in a thrift store and I sold it for $29.99. This is my last item for today. I found this in a little thrift store. It was 50 cents. It was in kind of a basket of toys. I just thought it looked interesting. I don't know. I thought maybe it was going to sell for more, but it's okay. I will pay 50 cents and gladly take the $9.99. So that's it for today's video. I hope this video helps you out and I hope you can make some money and you can find some of these things too and sell on your own page, in your own business, whatever that may be. If you like this video, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel. I do some hauls. I also do some ride along with me kind of stuff. I collect jewelry and I sell jewelry and I'm pretty knowledgeable about jewelry too. So I do a lot of those types of videos and what sold on eBay videos. So if that seems like something you're interested in, I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel. All right, everybody, thank you so much for coming. Have a great day. Cheers.